subjects we discuss in depth across the county, the planet and the universe, our understanding of the sea is still remarkably shallow. Our limited knowledge means there's very little public interest in the oceans, but with such low enthusiasm, the county won't fund the infrastructure to learn anything new. Something has to give, or stay the same indefinitely, I suppose.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Museum. We are in Passwater Cove. Things might have dried up lately, but for centuries this seaside town served as the bridge between the terrestrial world and the aquatic non-land of Wetlantis. Today most people have never even heard of Wetlantis. The county lost interest in the oceans and nobody's seen a wetlantean in a dozen generations. For now, you're left with the legend, some ruins and a sea full of fish. Hire a marine life expert and see if you can improve the place. Sorry. Place is a type of fish. That was a joke. Just in case. Right, okay, so we start off with one exhibit. It's the wetlantean cutlery, which we don't have access to anything in terms of, you know, what this ends up being. It needs to be near an exterrogator skeleton exhibit, so we can't actually place this right now. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, just because I don't really like the way that these are stacked, we're going to just move these exhibits into this area, because I think that's probably the best place for them for now. So I'm going to shift the wetsuit of armour and the wetlantean cutlery into here. We're going to place everything kind of next to each other, and we're going to, maybe we'll create something similar to that in the middle of this space, but I don't want this. I think this is taking up too much space right in the middle of things at the moment, especially if this is our entrance. I reckon getting rid of all of this stuff is probably the best thing to do. So we're just going to take all of it out, and that will probably get rid of everything here anyway. So that's good. Right, excellent. So we can kind of have a bit of a fresh start with this little location and remove whatever we don't need or can't really make use of in the immediate. So get rid of them. Just fill in this little blank space. There we go. Right, we've got everything ready to start now. Now, we do know with marine life there is the fish tanks and all of that, so this space is going to be taken up very, very quickly. And I've got my helipad here as well as the statue ruins, which are an external exhibit. So we're just going to pause things for a second, and we will just place a little bit of a wall here, I think, because I do still want this partition wall at the back. So will that go in? Yes, it will. Then we'll place down the wetlantean cutlery here on the angle. For some reason it doesn't like that. It says it's an invalid item location, so I'm going to get rid of that and get rid of that as well. Let's try and place this in again, shall we? Yeah, it says it doesn't like it at all. So let's kibosh that idea. Let's put this in like that, and we'll do a little bit of a rounded edge to it so that it still has that feel that was generated at the very beginning. And let's go to our walls again, and we'll place a partition wall here coming out this way like that, and then another one out this way like that. Then we can embed the wetlantean cutlery. We'll bring it forward a little bit, and I reckon we might need to put on a little bit more and then have it kind of cut off down there. And the same here, and then it cuts off like that. And I think it's this window that's the problem. There we go. Perfect. Right, then we can place the wetsuit of armour against the wall and the coral coronet against the wall as well. That will then allow us to place our wetlantean decor, so the waterfalls all the way along the back, right in the middle, and then another one in the middle here. What do these guys need for a buzz bonus? Donation stand, exterrogator skeleton, any marine life decoration, so that's fine. One of them needed to be near a donation stand, so we can place a donation stand right there quite nicely. And then two very short, very small hanging info stands. So we'll place one here and one here. Perfect. Right, we have those info stands in. Are they now maxed out? 4 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and 4 out of 5. Okay, so what else can we place? We can put a turtle decal. We'll place that at the bottom just to hide it. And we could also do with a hanging jelly. So we'll place a hanging jellyfish there. And let's change the colour on this one to red. And we'll place a hanging jelly there. Nice. Okay, that's good. That's done. We can also place a couple of columns. So I will put one here and another one here, one there, and one there. And then we can start decorating the floor later on. Great, so we need a marine life expert, so let's hire one of those. We've got Perry Dredger and Gil Gherkin. Gil Gherkin is analytical, which boosts the analysis speed and improves movement speed as well, and improves tour guide ability. So Gil is actually a perfect hire, really, because they also have the aquarium restoration proficiency as well, so they can increase fish stats while they're in the aquarium. We've also got a fly tipper there, so we don't really want them. We will hire Gil. That's our marine life expert, and we also need some staff. So Erica Radical, good for expeditions, I guess. Mini Brick is not good. Sluggish, good customer service. We've got Loyal and a fly tipper. No, thank you. Erica Radical we can bring in, and then that at least gets us started, I guess. We'll work out something that we can do with her. Now, we do want a staff room, but we're going to wait until we bring in a little bit of money. So let's have some people coming in. We need to make $250 from donations and sell 3 tickets. That probably won't take us all that long. Do we have anything else? Let's advertise a new job. Let's advertise for a marine life expert. Then we'll just wait for applicants to roll in. Spencer Thunder works in the workshop, so is a good hire. Is shatterproof, therefore immune to injuries, but we won't get them really. We don't want Ben because he's sensitive. Sorry. We've got Happy Thoughts there. It's a shame because peripheral vision is really good for security, but we don't have that, and it's not going to work out because they already had that one trait unlocked, that one skill. So that's a shame. Jason Rutt, family unfriendly and fly tipper, also not a good security guard, and Ellie Longbottom, certainly not a good security guard. Do we have anyone here? Frank Cucumber. Frank would be a good hire, so let's bring Frank in to work on the ticket booth. And then we have now got our, right, Loyal, Dry Mouth, no thank you. Beachy Crest, nice smelling face and a lard lass. Great, so Beachy will come in. And that is 2 marine life experts. We've also got a survey skills and, oh wow, that is perfect. Yes, you are hired. And the rest, I guess we don't really want to bring these guys in because they're not particularly good. They've all got some sort of negative trait, which we really don't want. So we've got to collect some money from donations, and for that, we actually do need a security guard. So we've got Dennis Phantom, Bookworm, and Bean Brain, so coffee will increase his happiness. Randy Rutt is a half-wit, so we can't have him. Tig Hands, again, travel sick. I think Dennis Phantom's probably our only option at the moment, so we'll bring him in to collect those donations, and we are done. Ahoy there, I'm Steiner Fishman, and if you want to catch fish, I'm the person you should ask about that, seriously. There's not a person atop this county that knows the 2.C better than me. The mer people of Wetlantis maybe, but they're a long way underwater. Old Rustina is the best you've got, and if you want my advice, before you start catching fish, you'll need to build an aquarium from the rooms list. So we know the aquarium. Viewing gives them buzz for all of the fish inside. If we have more fish, we get bigger buzz. They need water filters to sustain the water quality. The more fish, the more water filters required. Insufficient filters will negatively impact the health of the fish inside. So we can now build our first aquarium. And I am actually going to build one. What is a shame is that we can't build an aquarium like on an angle. I think it would be really nice to build an angled aquarium. So we're not going to place that here just yet. We're going to get rid of these 4, and then we're going to have a look at where we can actually put our first aquarium. Now, I do want a fairly sizable aquarium. So we're going to put our first aquarium. I want it to be in this area, though. So what we might do is we'll put it here. I think maybe there. And we'll have it just run across to this space here. And then, because I want it to be quite well hidden, or I don't want the guests to see this entrance. I think they're really garish and they don't work very well. Well, they work well, obviously. They serve a purpose, but I don't like them being seen. So we're just going to place our aquarium, selling the invalid items. And the aquarium wall actually does jut through there a little bit, which I don't like. That is a shame. Can I actually just put this wall back in? No, it won't let me place the partition wall back in there. Okay, so we do need to sort this out. So we're going to place a wall that goes all the way down to here, and then we're going to box this in, and then I'll place a staff door right here so that my staff can access the aquarium. and that hides that quite nicely. Then I'm going to have this little area here continue to here and then jut back out, but it's not doing it where I want it to actually. I want it to go to like here. Let's just have a quick look. We're going to draw a line all the way across here to there. That's where that needs to go, and then link it up there. Then we can remove the guide that I've just placed in. Perfect. Right, so we've got some partition walls that match up the aquarium there. I'm actually going to edit this aquarium because I don't like that that wall goes through there. So we'll put the partition wall back in by editing this room, and we'll just remove this little patch here. So we'll have to move the door. Then we can remove that little bit of the aquarium there. Then we can move the door back. If I just edit the room again, pick up the door here, place it back in there. Then we'll confirm that, although for some reason it doesn't like the water filter being where it is. It's unreachable apparently. Oh, it's because the door is in a location that doesn't actually work. Right, okay, so we'll put the door there, and that should now work. Yes, good. Then we should be able to just match that up again. Perfect. Right, so we've got the aquarium door in, and they can access that. Now we need to complete an expedition to HoggsPort Peninsula and display a fish in the aquarium. So it's over to our helicopter, and we will start our expedition. Now, we are going to have a brand new area. As you can see, the 2.C, we have 3 discovered location and 1 of them unlocked. So we have some unlock objectives here: display an aquarium with 60 buzz, activate buzz bonuses on 2 tropical fish, and then discover 4 temperate fish and display a tropical aquarium. But first we need to go to HoggsPort Peninsula, so let's set up that expedition. We're obviously probably going to take Mandy Jobfish to boost our survey level. Then we are going to give them a first aid kit to avoid the injury, and we will make it detailed. If we had a fish whisperer, we would have got a perfect catch, which boosts our exhibit quality, but I'm pretty confident that we're still going to be able to get a decent fish here. Good. Right, they are now off to the chopper. They will do the expedition, and let's have a look at what else we can do. Now, we do need to put in some rooms. I do have my staff room, which we could put in. That costs us quite a bit of money, though. I mean, I don't see why we shouldn't do it. Or we could go for the workshop and build our interactive displays now. Yes, let's do that. So, do I have a workshop trained janitor? I think I do. So we can start a project. We will put in a sonic claw machine. We'll put in a realization station, and then that will bring in some more money as well. That'll be really useful. And the realization station can probably go in this little area here. We're also going to pre-decorate with some wide info stands this area here. So let's put a wide info stand there. I like the hanging ones. I know I could just put 2 wall ones on. In fact, you know what? Let's put the wall ones in. Let's do it. Why not? I think it would be silly not to. So we'll find those info stands, the wide wall info stands. And for some reason, there we go. That's done. And another one here. It will not go on this. Oh, it did start to, and then it keeps snapping to the one behind it. That's so frustrating. Why won't you just go where I want you to go? Oh, that'll do. It's not center, and that's really frustrating. We've done the sonic claw machine now anyway, so we'll put that in there. Can I pick this up? Can I give it one more go? No, so it's not going to go in there. We'll put the sonic claw machine here. Right, okay. Now, the staff are demanding this break room. Let's see what's in our crate. I think it'll probably be the clownfish. It is. It's the joke of the sea, the clownfish. Now, this one's epic, so we can actually place it. We'll put it in there. And then we'll just slow things down because we now need to work out what they need. So, remember your first catch, but there'll be a memory sooner than later if you don't put some food in their aquarium. Different kinds of fish require different kinds of food. You can check what a fish needs by selecting them and viewing their exhibit inspector. This fish eats fish flakes. Try placing a dispenser inside their aquarium. Food dispensers will eventually run out and need restocking by a marine life expert. So we can place our flake food dispenser. Now, I'm going to put my dispenser again right next to... We'll put it here. Decorate an aquarium to increase its decoration rating. Aquariums with a high decoration rating benefit fish well-being and improve the guest environment. Why not provide a little more for our bipedal guests as well? Some marine life merchandise in the gift shop would do just that and be good for our income. So we've unlocked decorative items for our aquariums. We are still slowed down, so I'm just going to go ahead and have a look at what we can unlock. So we've got some stuff that we can unlock with kudos here. Currently, I don't have the kudos to be able to do that, so we're going to place down a few logs and stuff. What does this clownfish need? It wants to share an aquarium with another clownfish. We've also unlocked the tuna forks, so we can do that. That's all they need for their buzz bonus, and they currently, if we have a look at they're 15 of 20 in there, and the decoration is 0 of 5. So let's put in a log at the back here, and then we can put in a couple of other items. So the tubular coral, which I think looks quite nice, and then we always fill it with a lot of the grass, just to give it a nice bit of vibrancy, make it look well decorated, like I've planned this and thought about it for a long period of time, even though I'm kind of just slapping stuff down at this moment in time. We want to put in the aquarium plant there, and then some small aquarium rocks at the back. We can place one. We'll just change the type to this and just rotate it around a little bit. So we've got a little decorative area there. We'll have the grasses come out a little bit further, and they overlap a little bit with the rocks and the coral, just to fill in some additional space. And obviously we could go on and do the rest of this, but I'm going to leave it for now just to save my money. If we have a look here, it's 5 of 5 anyway, so that's great. And it just needs one more thing to activate the buzz bonus. But you can see here we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fish in this aquarium, which is nice. So let's go off on another expedition. And of course, we're just going to go at the same place. We are going to take our marine life expert. Should we take Gil? Now, Gil... No, we'll take Mandy. We'll just stick with Mandy. We'll take a first aid kit. We'll make it detailed, and off Mandy goes. And again, that will just drive up our survey level very, very quickly. And we can then start a new project. We're going to make the tuna forks, and then we'll follow that up with a realization station. So the sonic claw machine is in. We do need a what's it called? A wide an info stand for this area as well. So I'll just place a hanging one right there. And then we can duplicate our donation stand. We'll place a donation stand right here next to the claw grab, and another one next to the info stand. Then we can probably put in some benches. Now we should have a wetlantean bench here. Doesn't look like it's on. There it is. And we'll put these, we'll put one here, so kind of facing the aquarium, and another one there. Both of them facing the aquarium. Then we can put in some... I guess we'll place in a couple of nice decorations. So we can put columns in right here. That'll be good. And then a waterfall wall could go theoretically behind that sort of stuff, I guess. But it doesn't seem to want to go there. We'll put a coral right there next to the sonic machine and another hanging jelly. Let's change the color on this one. Let's make this one nice, vibrant green. Then I'll stick a little decal underneath the sonic machine and a nice fountain. Can actually fit in front of that machine, but I don't want to do that. I'll put the fountain right there. Then we'll put a marine life poster here. And another one here. Let's change it to a different fish then. We'll put the squid in. We'll place that there. That takes us up to... We're still on 4 of 5, so we can put in... Just under here, we'll stick a turtle decal. Can I fit one at the back here, maybe? Nope, doesn't want to go in. Okay, so we'll put a turtle decal there. And a turtle decal there in front of the chairs. Perfect. Right, so... we've decorated that quite nicely. We have somebody probably coming back hopefully soon. We need to earn $500 from the gift shop, so we better... And in fact, I didn't save my gift shop blueprint, which is quite frustrating. So we'll build a brand new gift shop then. Right, we want a gift shop to sell our merchandise. And I think because we've got people coming in here, I mean, we do also have this area. They want to donate and there's no donation bin there. Well, that was silly, wasn't it? So let's put the donation bin in here. Right there. And then we'll build our lovely new gift shop. Now, the gift shop can go down here. And we'll kind of make it a odd shape. No, we can't do that. That's terrible. What a bad idea that was. We'll put a small gift shop in right here. On the corner. Like that. And then they go in this end and out the other end. And that's just for now. I mean, Gil Gherkin's not happy and is going to resign. When did that happen? Why is Gil so upset? Is he stuck? He's hungry? It's the staff room thing, isn't it? Well, we have unlocked the onesie stand, so we can place a marine life onesie stand in here. We can then put a marine life plushie stand in. And again, this is not the best. It's not going to look good. We're just fleshing this out very quickly. And then we can come back at a later date and redevelop. So we've got supernatural there. We've got marine life. That's what we want. One there. Put another one here. Another one here. And a final one. Was it this one? Yes, there. And I'll stick a bin in just for posterity. Decoration level, not amazing. But let's finish that off a little bit. Let's see what else we can put in. So we can put a hanging jelly in there. We can then put in some turtle decals. I don't like the decals. I'm putting them in because we need to decorate this place, really. There's no other real reason for them to go in because I'm not a fan of them. Can we fit this in behind the onesie stand? Yes, there we go. That takes that all the way up. Perfect. We've also got somebody coming back. Hopefully it is a clownfish. It's a floating fish. Let's place it. It's also pristine. We'll place it in that aquarium. Does he like it in here? Any aquarium coral, and he's got it. Perfect. Right. He is a herbivore. Well, he eats flake food, so that's fine. They can live together in that same habitat, which is great. So when the vehicle gets back, when the helicopter returns, we can... Right, what is wrong with you? What is your problem? Thirsty, hungry, toilet discomfort, wants to resign. Right, fine. The staff room is going in. So we'll place our maxed out staff room down here. Done. You go, do what you need to do. I haven't got a bathroom as well, that's why. That's what they don't like. There's no bloody toilets here. I'll put a little toilet in right here for now. Again, that goes in. They're going to hate it, but it does the job. Now I need an assistant to work in my gift shop. So Sophie Pilfer, travel sick, no good. Sensitive, dry-mouthed, no good. Where are you going? Tell me right now where you're going. Will you just go to the toilet? I'll pick him up. Where's he gone? Is he now going on a break? I think he is. Yes, he is. Now, everybody's rushing to the toilet now. Oh, God, this has not been a good start, really. We've really messed up a little bit here. I'm going to put the tuna forks in right here so they get decoration bonuses there and people can play around with them. They are maxed out. Good. Then let's have a look at what assistance we've got. Ace Jars, customer service, Bean Brain, photographic memory. You will do nicely. You are going to work in the gift shop and the gift shop only. There we go. Right, done. So we've got someone working in the gift shop. We can make $500 pretty easily from that gift shop. And we have an expedition that we can start off. Again, we'll head to HoggsPort Peninsula. We've got one more item to discover there. We'll send Mandy Jobfish again, first aid kit, make it detailed, and off you go. Okay, so we're starting to get things a little bit better now. I think we'll be okay. Now, we do have a couple of people who are still desperate for the loo. and I will need to sort that out. I really like the start of this. Like, everything here looks pretty nice. We've got these lovely columns, we've got some nice things going on in the museum, but then the staff management falls apart because everybody's now just taking a break because I didn't do a staff room. They've all then gone to the toilet. But hopefully our staff happiness is going to recover from this, because it would be a nightmare if it didn't. And at least we've managed to get in our staff room and our workshop. Just look at them. I've never seen your fish so happy. I'd say you're ready to catch fish on a slightly larger scale. Take a wide net cargo item on expeditions to catch 2 fish at once. Speaking of space, the museum seems to be out punching its fishbowl. Complete the plot objectives of available plots to expand the museum. There's no such thing as too much water. So we need to make a wide net and then go to HoggsPort Peninsula with a wide net. So if we have a look over here, the wide net, we can make 10 of those for $15,000. We're going to start that project. Perfect. So we can catch 2 temperate fish at the same time. That means we're going to be able to fill our aquarium very quickly. And yeah, okay, so getting better. We are back from HoggsPort Peninsula. What have we brought this time? A flying fish. So we're going to send that to our inventory because I think the flying fish has certain requirements that the first aquarium doesn't actually meet. So they hate aquarium ruins. And if we look here, actually, they can go in there. They're all right. They just don't like aquarium ruins. So as long as we don't have ruins in there, we now have 3 fish in that exhibit. 2 of them being pristine. The only one that isn't pristine is the clownfish. So hopefully when we next go out there, once we have a wide net created, we will be able to get that and another clownfish that is hopefully in much better condition. Okay, right. So we're set up. Obviously, like I said, I want to really be focusing on Memento Mile, but we do need to get 1 star in this museum, so we're going to have to stay here. 1 wide net has been completed, so we can head back off here. We'll start our expedition. We will take Mandy Jobfish, and this time we will take the wide net. Now, the problem with this is it leads to the fact that we might get an injury here, but we can get 2 fish, so it's fine. And we'll still get a boost to our survey skills because of Mandy Jobfish's traits. So we could still be looking pretty good by the end of that expedition. We're making 5,000 a month, roughly, even though we've got quite a small staff outlay here, which is great. It means that we can really focus on getting this place looking really good. Obviously, the space here hasn't been fleshed out fully. There's more stuff that we can put in here. One of them is the aquarium coral cluster. So we're going to unlock that now with some kudos that we've gathered. And then obviously we've got the ruins and the treasure chests that we can add in at a later date once we get some kudos. So we need 1 star rating in 2 museums. That's another wide net produced. So all of this sort of stuff we can get. We've got found some sunken salvage, which gave us a little bit of a boost to our income there, which is great. Kind of offsets the amount we've spent on the expedition. But my worry is that the kind of layout in here is not good. We really need to have a look at what we can do about that. And I think it's probably going to involve moving the helipad and all of this outdoor stuff, because over here, if we display 4 tropical fish exhibits, that'll be really good. That'll get us another purchasable plot. So far, things have gone swimmingly, but if you want to spark serious interest in the sea, you'll need a greater range of marine life on display. In terms of the county's warmer waters, Pebbly Reef is relatively clear sailing. There hasn't been a shipwreck in years. Tropical fish need to be kept at a warm temperature, unsurprisingly. Build a new aquarium with this water heater. So we've got our expedition back, and I could carry on with that expedition, but I'm not going to do that. We got 1 fish there, but... or did we get 2? Yes, we got 2 clownfish. They are both epic only, which is a bit of a shame, but we can put both of those clownfish in there. We get the buzz bonus from the aquarium plants, and our other clownfish that was in there on his own also gets the buzz bonus from being with another clownfish. There it is, another clownfish. Great. Now, looking over here, we've only got space for 3 more fish, so we're going to head back out on another expedition to the same location, because we are pristine now. So we will hopefully, we'll take Gil Gherkin, which gives us a boost to our exhibit quality, and then we will also take the wide net. We'll go detailed. That only gives us plus 20%, but I'm okay with that. All right, so I went ahead and did a few more expeditions to finish off the prestige level for the first expedition that we can go on. I now have an aquarium full of pristine level flying fish, clownfish and pufferfish, so that aquarium is looking really good right now. The floating fish there. If we have a quick look at what we've got in here, then we have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 fish. We've got 3 flying fish, 3 floating fish and 2 clownfish, all pristine, all maxed out, and you can see our buzz boost is at 245. We have 8 of 16 knowledge and it is well decorated, and our filter power is looking pretty good. We had to put a second filter in there, but it is enough and people are very happy. We don't have enough bins here, and obviously the layout isn't great, and that is something that we might have to work on next episode. Outside is something that we can maybe look to develop, but our target here is to display 4 tropical fish exhibits, which is going to be the next thing that we do to unlock our plot. So before we go, I'm going to, well, actually, no, off camera, I'm going to move things around a little bit so that this museum flows a little bit better, change the gift shop, put a better toilet in, and then we can move on. So I hope to see you next time. Thank you all for watching again. Another episode of 2 Point Museum. See you next time. Bye-bye.